Hey ladies, it is me. I am on the mend. Sorry, I'm turning up my volume. On the mend from being sick, feeling a lot better today. Thank God. And just cleaned my whole apartment today, so I'm feeling pretty good that I have a nice clean room and a nice clean kitchen and living room and dining room. My roommate's bed is not that clean. And actually, my bed has so much crap on it right now. You've ever actually seen anything? This is what the room actually looks like. Oh, it doesn't look that clean from this way, but that's my bed. But it's a lot cleaner than it was. The floor was covered with stuff. There's no stuff on the floor now, so that's good. This video is actually going to be a video on all the foundations I currently own. Not the foundations that I've had. Just to give you a couple lines about each one, what I think of them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 here, 10 foundations that I'm going to try and go through really fast for you and give you the details on and what I thought of the coverage, what it did for my skin or didn't do for my skin, and, you know, if it turned out to be too orangey or stuff like that. So, let's get started. I'm going to start with my everyday foundation that I use every single day. It is my MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15. I've only been using this for 2 months, and I love it. I don't know what took me so long to get into the MAC foundation. I do have MAC eyeshadows and blushes. Not that many. I'm not rich. But, I definitely want to get more into MAC. I mean, I've been admiring it for like 4 or 5 years now, but I just can't justify spending that much money because I'm a college waitress. So I have other things to buy, so I pretty much spend on myself on Drugstore, which I probably shouldn't. I should just save up and spend it on expensive stuff, but that's not what this video is about. Great coverage. It's got SPF 15. Cleared my skin up. I have really acne. I have dry skin, first of all, but I also get really bad acne. Not really bad, but back when I was younger I did, and I still have a tendency to break out. And I haven't had more than one pimple pop up, like once, since I started this. And I only started 2 months ago, but I'm loving it so far. Life's good on that. Now I'm going to take you to my foundation that I used for 2 years. My senior year of high school and my freshman year of college. Religious Bareminerals user. And I do, mineral veil over it always. I do have Bareminerals to thank for clearing up my skin initially. It's really good for your skin. I'm not going to lie. It is. And, well, better than other foundations. But I used it for 2 years. I loved it. As I got more towards the end of my senior year, like prom, I was like, you know, it's alright. But I stuck with it because I liked the way it made my skin look, and it was all nice and clean. And I decided to use liquid foundation again this summer, actually. I decided to start using liquid foundation again. And I was like, whoa, what have I been missing? Because it does give you good coverage, but it's that powder. I kind of get a little bit of that powdered look. That, your ashy face look. Your face doesn't look ashy, it just looks powdered. And not, like, dewy and fresh. It is good, like I said, it is good coverage, but I just want a little more not so powdered and ashy look. So that is that. So, when I started to get back into liquid foundation, I got my Revlon Color Stay. Ta-da! So, I tried this when I was like 14 because that was when I was watching like all the makeup videos and everyone was like, Revlon Color Stay, Revlon Color Stay. So I was like, okay, I'll try some Revlon Color Stay. And I loved it for a week. And then poof, zit central, my face. And I do normal for dry skin because, like I said, my skin's really dry. And really bad pimples. So this past summer, you know, everyone was still singing Revlon Color State, and my mom took it. I gave it to my mom. Because she took it. Because I had so many, she just went and she ran out of foundation, so she stole one from me. And I was like, you could keep it. And it broke her out really bad, too. So maybe it's just a family thing, but I got it again this past summer. Because I was like, I'm going to get back into liquid foundation. And like I said, the first week, loved it. It was great. The coverage was wonderful. It was $12, something like that, so it wasn't too bad. Oh my god. After a week, I looked like I had the chicken pox. My face was horrible, and I had like the cystic ones, the really, really deep ones that hurt really bad. I know everybody loves this stuff, but I cannot like it. I don't like it. I like the coverage and everything it gives, but after a week, I'm just, what's the point of using it if I'm just going to have to use even more to cake on to cover this horrible acne when I don't even have to deal with that. So that's why I upgraded to the MAC, see if it could fix my problem, and it did. So I'll pay the extra money so that I don't have acne. But on to what I religiously used for probably my sophomore, junior year of high school was the L'Oreal True Match. Probably, I'm going to honestly say, my favorite drugstore foundation. I like the coverage of the Revlon Color Stay better, but it breaks me out so bad, so I can't give a love it to that. This is a little bit less coverage, a little thinner, but doesn't break me out. Still looks really good. Still feels lighter on the skin than the Revlon Color Stay. So it's kind of light, kind of dewy. I really like it. But it also has the issue of the Revlon Color Stay too of no pump. And I don't like that because it gets, it's dumping out. Then it gets like all cakey on the top. See? I don't like that. My Revlon Color Stay one looks worse. Ugh. It's disgusting. So this is probably my favorite drugstore one. And of course mine is in Alabaster, C1. So, moving on to, I've only tried this a few times. And this isn't even mine, it's my roommate's. The only reason I stole it to show you guys is because I have used it. And it's the Covergirl Clean Makeup. This stuff is water. It's so thin, it doesn't do anything for me. Like, I may as well just be wiping my face with water. I'm not even going to keep going on talking about it. It just doesn't deserve to be even talked about. Put it down. Dream Matte Mousse Foundation. I want to love this stuff, honestly. But the light color comes too yellow for my skin. I have used quite a bit of it because I do like the finish it gives. And since I don't have oily skin, I don't have a problem with this. I know a lot of people with oily skin have problems with this. But, I have to try other colors and see if they're not so yellow. But this is the lightest color, and it's yellowy. So, the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation. I do like this. I also have the problem of it breaking me out. So, if you don't have a tendency to break out, I could recommend this, but actually I'm not going to recommend it because it broke me out, so why am I going to recommend something that I'm not a fan of? But it is the Rimmel Stay Matte in 100 Ivory. A little too orange for my skin. Not ivory enough. Jane Aquaceuticals Tinted Moisturizer. And it looks like this. And I'm pretty sure Jane went out of business or discontinued, but I still find it in some Rite Aids in Center City. Not around my neighborhood well, I go to school outside of the city, but I live in the city, and I hang out there all the time. And, just in Philly, I find it a lot in my neighborhood on, like, not Center City, but still city. I don't find it there, but I do find it in Center City, still. Jane. This is a tinted moisturizer. SPF 30. So, what do you think I use this for? The beach. It's kind of orangey, not that bad, and it's not like the best coverage, but I definitely like it for beaching it when I just want to throw on something real fast that people can't really tell I'm wearing a lot of foundation and a lip gloss, just to sit on the beach and enjoy the water and not have people suffer by looking at my red patchy skin, so I get to cover it up. Last one. I have used a lot of other foundations, but I either threw them out, don't have them anymore. I just got this, the Maybelline Pure Stay Powder Foundation. I would not use this as a foundation. It goes back on the Bareminerals thing. Like, if I wanted to use a powder foundation, I'd stick to the Bareminerals. This is just, you know, I'm not a fan of using powder for a foundation. It just doesn't give me the coverage I want. So this does not give me the coverage I want. It's basically what I'm trying to say. I heard someone outside. But, yeah. Basically, all I gotta say about this is it's fine for, holy poop, I woke up 10 minutes before I had to be in class. Swish, 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 swish. Run. Even though I've never really done that. I've done that with my Bareminerals, but I assume this could be the same thing. Not as good a coverage as Bareminerals. Will give you the powdery finish look. Good for just fasting. I would use it as a powder over my liquid foundation if I wanted heavier coverage, but my L'Oreal True Match powder is my favorite and go-to powder, so I'm going to stick to that. Would not use this as a foundation. Just not my thing. If you want lighter coverage, go ahead. That's good for you, but I would not use that as a foundation. So yeah, those are the foundations I own. I'm pretty sure. I mean, my makeup's still in disarray because it's all in boxes here. I don't have it nice and organized like I do in the summer when I'm home. But that is my rant about foundations. And like I said, everybody's different. It's going to work differently for everybody else. So my opinions you could use some of these foundations. And I forgot, my Sally Hansen Skin Equalizing Foundation. Just real fast. Surprised. I like this for being Sally Hansen. I haven't used it for a prolonged period of time. Just like when I run out of my favorite foundation, I'll use it for like a day before I get it. But I do like the coverage it gives. It's the Skin Equalizing Makeup. I like it. But I've never used it for a prolonged period of time, so I can't really have like a very honest opinion about it, about like what it did to my skin and stuff like that. But that's the real fast thing because I don't want to make this video any longer. But yeah, those are my foundations, and I'll try and make a blog posting as soon as possible. I still have to do a blog posting on my NYX or NYX lipsticks, swatches, that kind of thing. But before I take up more 20 million hours of your time, that's basically it. So use what you want. If it works for you, I'm glad. And if what I like doesn't work for you, these are just my opinions. I'm sorry. But I'm just telling you what works for me and my own personal observations on all these products. So, you guys go out, have fun trying out all these foundations if you want. And other than that, guys, just have a great night.